Looking for these, Sonny?
My keys.
Yeah, that's why they call me Digger Joe.
Well, thank you, Digger Joe.
There's a loot for last weekend, fellas. Look at it.
You got all that stuff in one day?
Oh, that's 2 afternoons digging there.
Get that spoon there.
That spoon was there, too, along with these rings, these coins here, just as you see them right here.
His real name is Joe Cucher, but to his buddies and a lot of other people he's helped in Winnipeg, he's Digger Joe.
The glasses were in the water, and I happened to pick them out of there, dig them out.
They're a good-looking pair.
Yeah, but I think we can find the owner to that.
When Joe retired 15 years ago, he decided to take up a hobby, treasure hunting.
It glitters, but I have my doubts that it's gold.
Now at 81, that hobby has taken over his life.
There's no dull moment. I'm more active now than I was when I was working.
Pick any day of the week, and you'll find Digger Joe scouring the city's playgrounds and boulevards, beeping for buried treasure.
A spot like this is where the mothers and the fathers bring their kids. The mothers that lose the rings and the fathers lose the coins. Good sound right there.
With the help of his trusty metal detector, Joe unearths all sorts of things.
You hear something that's in the ground, your curiosity's got the best of you, so you dig it up. Sometimes you find some good stuff. Gold, diamond rings. And if you find treasure, well, so much the better. Lots of times you only find junk. But even if it's a pull tab, well, you got something. 1 million of these gets a child a wheelchair. So that's what we do. So that goes into one side of the goodie bag. Anytime I've gone out, I've never ended up being skunked. I've always get something.
Every now and then, that something is something valuable. And whenever Joe digs up treasure like this, that's when the real digging begins.
All right, I find a ring. Say a 10-carat gold ring. That ring is no good to me. What am I going to do with it? You can't sell it because you get nothing for it. But if I can find, the person that owns it, and a thank you note or two that you get, like something like these here.
You get lots of these, too,
well,
don't you?
not too many, but I get a few.
Digger Joe, I just wanted once again to tell you how thankful I am for finding the ring that was most important to me. That's lovely. That's enough for you. You don't want much more than a thank you seeing the joy in somebody's face?
Yeah. I get the pleasure of going out there doing it. And if I get lucky and find something for somebody else, well, okay.
I couldn't believe it. He's a rare type of person, I guess.
When Holly Peterson lost her school ring, she didn't think she'd ever see it again. She didn't even know she'd lost it at the local park. Luckily, it was one of Joe's regular hunting grounds.
Well, I was down in that ground maybe a month or so after that, and I found this ring. But in this ring, it had her initials. It had the school that she was attending. It had the class that she was in, and everything else. So I thought, well, that's not going to be too hard, to find this person.
You're a bit of a detective. There's that element, too, isn't there?
Well, I try to, you got to be a little bit, to try to find the owners.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome, Holly, you're welcome. It was my pleasure to give it to you.
Is this an all-consuming kind of passion, Joe?
To a certain extent, yes. Once you start in, it kind of grabs you. And it's an addiction, to a certain extent. You lose track of time when you're out here. Sometimes you end up with a cold shoulder and a hot tongue for supper because you're 2 hours late. Not too often, but once in a while.
Over the years, Joe's amassed a small fortune and a huge collection of loot. A lot of what he digs up is finders keepers, like his prized 1837 Quebec halfpenny. The stuff he doesn't want, he gives away to charity. And all the while, he's playing Sherlock Holmes. His latest case, to find the owners of 3 rings, including this one.
It's embossed sort of raised letters around the stone that's on the ring, professional truck driver. I've asked different people and everything else, nobody seems to know anything at all about these rings. Nobody knew of them at all.
You're determined to return the truck driver.
I would sure like to return the whole 3 of them back.
Joe Cucher will go to any depth to dig up buried treasure, and if possible, dig up who it belongs to. Whether it's on the beach or the local playground, he just keeps on hunting, never knowing what the next beat will bring.
Please. Please. Oh.